Welcome to the Sweet Buddies podcast. Life is better in the sweet. And now here are your hosts, Mike Albanese, Alex Pavone, and Chris Scopo.
Man, what a day, huh?
How was the lady?
Yeah, I went to a class with my buddy Tushar, funny comic. It's his birthday today, big 3-7. Probably shouldn't say that.
Don't say that.
And he takes on Tuesdays he takes a drawing class like you see in the movies where there's like naked models and you can sketch them. I gotta tell you, I think I'm a better drawer than I thought I was.
All it takes is a pair of tits and you're Picasso.
They call me old pussy Picasso. Well, here's the thing that I didn't tell you. I didn't draw the girl. I stayed on the dude the whole time.
You probably have drawn way more cocks in your life.
We all have. I used to draw them on cars in the snow. They call it the snowcocalypse.
You've seen that show, right? It's on Netflix. It's funny as fuck where the guy draws the cocks on the cars. American Vandal.
Oh, American Vandal. Yeah. I was doing that before American Vandal, though. There was actually a big news story in Atlanta once. There was a big snowcocalypse. So there's the Pino Bandito, we called it. And it was me. I started that. I reported it to the news, but it was me, and I took the pictures of my own dicks, and I put them on the news.
This guy circumcised?
They're all circumcised.
No, I mean the guy today.
Yeah, he was a big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How tall was he?
He was standing up on a thing, so I couldn't tell, but he was... let me tell you, I had to do a lot of shading for this fella. He was deep, deep colors. He was in there. Big old boy. Old boy. Big belly, bigger cock.
How big's the cock?
I mean, he was soft, rocking 6.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, it was a big boy.
I think that's when I max out on a phenomenal day.
Including the foreskin?
Yeah, foreskin gets pulled back.
Okay.
But I'm a hustler.
Buddy, it's about heart, and you have a lot of it.
It's a heart.
That's fantastic.
Did this start? No.
Yeah, go ahead and start it, Scope. What do you think, huh? We're in the sweet, baby!
Oh, hello.
Wow, salty Scopo. I don't know if I like that. I'm going to wait until you give me a good one.
Oh, hello.
Come on, what's the matter? You're wearing your favorite pink sweater. Fucking, your pants are unbuttoned. Have a fucking party. What are you doing? We were chatting for 10 minutes there to try to let you cool off. Are we going to start every podcast now steamed?
I'm a little mad at him.
Me? I'm going to run to the freezer, get you a couple ice cubes, you can dice on your head.
What, do you chuck a snowball right at your face? Cool you down.
Let's put the AC on in here.
It's warm.
Why?
It's not even in.
Why are you mad at me? What did I do?
Anyway, I had a great class.
He can't admit he broke my bowl the first time.
Listen,
listen.
Hold on. I'm
he keeps doing this.
I just want to know why you would kick your own ball out of your own room.
The little guy got himself a new exercise ball. I think. Did your girlfriend buy it for you?
No, I bought it.
Oh, good for you. Hey, did you?
No, I bought it.
Okay.
For sure.
With money?
With a money card.
And you Scopo used to have one, and he's blaming Pav for breaking the last one. Now listen. I don't know who broke it. I wasn't here for the actual popping scenario. Hold on.
Pop.
I'm not done.
It deflated over a period of time.
I'm not done. Scopo, I don't know that he broke it. I don't know that you broke it. But if I had to put money on it, Pav broke it. Because he was the only one that ever sat on it.
He's the only one who ever kicked it.
It didn't fucking deflate over time because of one kick.
Kicks don't help. It wasn't one kick.
He's busting your balls. Relax.
Do you want this ball, Scopo?
Don't do us a favor and quit the podcast, okay? We need you, pal.
Do you want this ball? I'll give you the ball.
Is it the problem? You got the ball? Can you turn the... He's not even watching... I thought he was watching TV. He's watching the screensaver.
It says pay your bill.
Oh, salty Scopo. Here we go. Do I got to call Maz? Do I got to call Maz, ask her what the problem is?
His arms are crossed.
I thought if I brought up his mom, he would at least snapped on me and took the heat off.
I won't start this podcast until I get an apology from Provone for breaking my bowl.
Well, who's Provone?
And what's an apology?
Fine, I'm Shrory.
Oh, that's a good one. He's sorry.
I'm sorry, and you could have my ball.
Just said, can we start the podcast?
What are you sorry for?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm not going
now you're being a
into
dick.
What are you sorry for?
Anyway, it was a great time in this
Where do
class.
I start?
And I think that we should do this class together.
I'm not trying.
I don't know how to draw, but I had a great time.
Because you saw bare tits.
I was looking at cock.
I told you. I actually said on the podcast, I've done this before. I never did it. No,
I've done this before. Not really.
No, my neighbor, she was driving me home from school, and then we had to go pick up her sister from the library, and she was doing this class. I told you this story.
She's doing a tit class at library?
On the podcast, yeah.
All right.
It was in the afternoon, too.
Why wouldn't you do it?
Dude, I'm too immature.
It's not. It's not sexual in any way.
Today, a kid.
It's honestly kind of depressing to see him sitting there like the guy was posing. I was like, oh, come on.
Today, a kid was at the pizza place beside the stand, and his mom's like, "What do you want?" And he goes, "Can I have a chicken soup?" And then he goes, "No, I meant chicken poop." And I died of laughter. And
that's a pretty good joke.
I was dying. Can't believe I never thought about that. And his parents were like, gave me the look like, "Stop enabling our child," because he was like jacked up. He had confidence.
Hey, don't bring your kid out in the public who can't not say poop after everything.
Chicken poop's pretty good. Anyways, I can't deal. If I can't deal with chicken poop, I can't deal with a dick. I was gonna say dong, and then I said dick.
My nephew's the same way. Everything is farts and poop with him, and it's hysterical.
Oh, it's hilarious.
What'd you do today? Fart. Also funny and true.
How long do you get to to draw?
It's like a 2 or 3 hour class, and we were there for like an hour because I was trying to go do a spot that I missed, but we just had for like an hour 15.
So
there was an old man in the corner drawing, and he kept making eye contact with me. I didn't like it.
So wait a minute. Is it different people every class? Of course. Right?
Yeah, I think it's different models.
That's crazy. And they stand.
One of the girls. So there's 2 different versions. The guy was every 5 minutes he would change his pose. So it was a different activity. You were like quick draw. So you're just kind of like getting your brain going. Mm-hmm. The girl was the same position the whole time, but every 20 minutes they take a 5-minute break, and then they get back in the same position. So like the people that were there were some really good sketches of this girl.
I can't draw at all. I'm horrible.
No, I can't draw, but the guy was showing me some technique, and I was actually like getting pretty consistent. I was becoming better than not good, but I was getting better than I was getting.
One time when I was a kid, my parents bought me construction paper, like a big old pile, and I spent the whole day drawing a rabbit. And I was just a fucking pile of rabbits all over the house. And my parents snapped.
I was gonna say it probably came out to be a wolf.
Didn't look like a rabbit.
Hey, welcome to the podcast, Scopo.
I'm still mad.
All right. Can you at least act like you're?
I was mad last week, and guess who brought the professionalism?
Yeah, you were pretty salted.
I was fucking.
Oh, you seem in a chipper mood today. Did the Raptors win anything?
No, the Raptors are out. Their season's over. But I feel good now. I can move on with my life. You know,
until September rolls around and training camp starts.
Well, yeah, I start getting into it in October, but whatever. It's time to get on with my life.
Well, so the life I live is I'm constantly getting on. So. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you not? Wait a minute. Did you say you missed a spot to not draw a naked person?
No, I went to go do a late spot, but then all the spots were taken already because it was JFL shit. So I was just like. They were like, maybe you can get on later, and I was like, I don't want to be here all night. Plus, we got this. I would have stuck around, but we want to do this. So.
Okay.
And then they were like, let's get dim sum. I'm like, what am I gonna say? No, say no to dim sum. I'm doing the Funny Bone in Syracuse this Thursday, so I guess tonight on the podcast. And I almost turned it down because there's a lunch happening. I was like, I got to get my life together.
You're not coming to the lunch?
No, I'm doing Funny Bone.
Why don't you go later?
Because I have to go early because that's when the ride is leaving.
Wow.
Who are you doing it with?
Riccadonna.
I can't believe you're missing a diner. You've never missed a diner.
I miss diners all the
I know.
time.
You look at them.
Wow, buddy. Wow. Unbutton your pants a little farther, you comfortable prick. And you're done. I'm going to turn your fucking mic off. How about that? Bingo, you're off the podcast. Now he's off.
Can you fucking get with it? Get a little...
Nah, he's off. He pulled himself off, so now he got produced out.
What happens if...
Live edit, baby.
What happens if
he turned his mic off. You're a prick. You know that? You're a real prick. This is cool. Well, we had a contest about the terms and conditions a couple of weeks ago, and one of the buds got their mugs. They got their bud mug.
Who won the mug?
Our buddy Sam.
Sam.
Yeah, we're not saying full names.
No, I don't.
Buddy Sam, check it out.
You think I know your full name?
I'll post a photo, but he replied.
Oh, it's a dude.
He sent a photo, and I think it is, right?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Sam, our friend
Oh,
Sam.
not that Sam. No, this is...
We have two Sam fans?
Unbelievable, there's two Sams.
Huh. If it was Bobby Henderson, I'll tell you right now, that's the one fan I hope that the second, if he ever gets his mug, it shatters on the ground.
Well, I'll tell you, he got a mug too.
Wow, why?
There was two winners. It was Bobby Hens and Sam.
He secretly talks shit about us.
The who?
Who do you think?
No.
Nathan? Yeah, man. What did he say about us?
Bobby Hens.
He talked shit about me and you, actually.
What did he say?
I thought he was on our team.
He said something about how Mike is the only funny one on the podcast.
Oh, okay. Well, at least he was being truthful. He was being honest.
He obviously knows who sends out the mugs.
Also, we also know how to get Scope to talk and forget he's angry. Say someone's talking shit.
Now I'm angry at Bobby Hens and Alex Pavone.
Still me.
Anyway,
I fought for you. I said Scopo's definitely funny.
Our buddy Sam, he got his mug just like our mugs, which is pretty cool.
Buddy Sam, that's awesome.
Yeah, and he said, "Thanks for the mug. Salt of the earth, you guys are.
Wow.
I'm a buddy for life. Thanks for the
You
laughs."
are a buddy.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
That's
to see.
awesome. Where's Sam from?
I sent them out so long ago, I forgot that they even existed.
Where's Sam from?
That's a great question. I'm sure it's in an email somewhere that I can't remember, but we'll find out.
Okay.
But either way, thanks,
I
pal.
want to know.
Honestly, I don't know. Maybe Sam's a girl.
I hope Sam's not from. What was that laugh?
I don't know. I'm just realizing I honestly don't know if it's a boy or a man or a
I
woman.
thought you saw something.
Doesn't matter.
I hope they're not from Hawaii.
Why?
Ooh, buddy, if they're in Hawaii, they better use that mug to block the lava.
Oh, no, from Alabama.
Oh.
Ooh.
I think I'd rather be in Hawaii.
Oh, now you're
I was gonna say the lava should redistribute over there.
Can you start the fucking podcast already?
Oh, hello.
All right, you know what? I'll take a volume increase in place of enthusiasm. What a good week. Oh, guess what? I don't have to do this week.
Jury duty.
Jury duty, baby. Your boy got out day one.
I hope it's a cool case.
It's honestly the case because I'm being honest. I'm legally not allowed to talk about anything, but I can tell you that it was like a medical malpractice thing. And I was very excited because...
You love scams.
Well, I don't think it was a scam. I think the guy legit needed the money. And I was like, fuck, I should help this guy. And I was like, nah, I can't be around here all week.
My mom did jury duty once and liked it so much she tried to be a professional juror. She wants to go back and do it. She loved it. She was like, this is the greatest thing in the world. I never saw her more joy waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Well, listen, I think if you're... Is Maz retired?
No, she still works.
Okay, so I feel like that if you're retired, that's like the perfect gig.
She just liked it because she likes investigating shit.
She's nosy.
She's nosy as fuck. She loves it. And then the guy settled. I remember it was like a malpractice case, and they deliberated and everything, and then they settled. And she was like, "That idiot. We were going to give him more money."
Really?
Yeah. She's like, we were all going to give him more money.
So jury duty, I'm not too familiar with it. I never even watched the movie, to be honest with you.
Technically, everybody's obligated to serve. It's considered your civic duty.
I'm supposed to, but
now that you're a registered citizen, or now you're a taxpayer.
In Canada, I was supposed to, but I was here,
yeah.
So I had to file and say, "Hey, look, I'm not available."
So
I did it 4 years ago, so I'm good for 7-8 years.
No, it's every 6 years.
Every 6 years?
Queens County every 6 years.
I did it was 4 years. And I went one day, and then this is the best. I came late, at 9 o'clock on purpose, so I got the ticket late, and then they were just like, "All right, we didn't call your number. Go home. You're good. You don't have to come back anymore." I was like, "Sweet."
That's great.
What happens if you don't go to jury duty? You just ignore them.
Well, this is what I learned because I tried to figure out a way out of this. And it makes sense. Well, I already bailed on it once, but I had to change the date. Because it's a very official notification that they send you. So I canceled the date. I was like, give me another date. And then they never did. But then they sent me a failure to appear. You have to show up. And I couldn't, again, because it was a date that I was going to be out of town. And my whole thing is like, look, this will be a financial hardship if I have to do jury duty because I don't have a boss to cover me. So if I miss work, I just don't pay rent. So I made it to this week because I knew I didn't have anything booked. Like I wasn't out of town, so I'm like, I can do it this week. I showed up, and I guess what I learned is that someone told me that because it's not certified mail, like it's not, there's no way for them to prove you actually got notice.
Yeah.
So I've heard people were telling, like Rez was telling me, he's like, you just don't even go.
Yeah.
And he was telling me that people just throw their fucking notifications away because you never. How do I know? Like I never got the mail.
Let's say it is certified though,
right?
And you are served, I suppose.
So you can be punishable by up to, I think in New York, $1,000 fine, 6 months in jail, or both.
What?
Yeah. They could come. They could come arrest you.
Can you then request to be on
your jury duty?
Hey,
I would love to fucking there to be a jury trial for a juror. This is the meta case of New York. That's hysterical.
Will Smith posted recently. He's like, I'm outside, going to jury duty for my civic duty. What would you do if like Will Smith is the juror next to you?
They would dismiss him immediately. They would immediately.
There's
dismiss
no
him.
way.
There's no way you could have Will Smith on your jury.
That'd be great, though.
Fuck up the whole court. No one would care.
It'd be great. Imagine. I would love it if Will
commendable
Smith
he
was my
went
juror.
though.
He has to.
Well, I mean, I'm sure someone of his stature, power, and money can like get it. Like, just go ahead and dismiss me in advance.
Yeah.
Than having to show up. But you show up to this room. There's a ton of people, and then they called a group, and then I got called into another group, and the juror guy kept going. If we call your name, can you make some sort of noise so we know we heard you? Because if we don't know you heard your name goes back in the bucket, and who the fuck knows? You're going to get called back 100 times. Nobody. They were just like Muhammad Stevenson or whoever. And
I'd be like, "Cuckoo!"
Well, nobody was saying shit. He kept going, seriously, some noise. Like, they'd get up and just walk, and he's like, I can't. This room's too big. Just make any noise.
What was it you obviously
Nobody was making a noise, and then finally it got to me. I was like, woo! I screamed. He's like, thank you.
He did a Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
I was going to say you obviously farted. Big man's here.
Is that a Mike Albanese? Cool. Mike Albanese is here, guys.
He goes, Mike?
Not Mike.
Jury?
Well, that's good that you got off.
But I went into the room, and there was like 40 people in now in the second interview for like the attorneys are coming at you like, what do you know? And they asked me a couple questions. They were like, do you like anyone in your family ever been sued or sued anyone? I was like, oh yeah. I was like, and I don't know if that's 100% true.
I'm being sued right now.
But I'm pretty sure. But I sued somebody for on Judge Alex. So technically, I've sued people. But then they were like, they kept asking. They make questions that are like, you have to agree with the way they do it because nobody wants to be there. One lady, they were like grilling her, and she kept going, "Listen, I don't want to be here. I told him out front, I can't. I don't want to be here. This sucks. I don't want to be." But she was like the perfect candidate because she kept being like, "Yes, of course I believe that." Because they're basically telling you shit like, "There's no way you can say no to."
Like, what was the question?
They were like, "Can you, if somebody had something wrong with them, if a doctor performed a procedure wrong, do you find it reasonable that they should be paid according to their injuries?" It's like, yeah, of course. And if someone was like, no, they're like, really? You don't think that if a doctor injured you on accident, that you don't deserve money for that? They're like, well, yeah, of course. They're like, all right, moving on.
You should be like, well, if it was during the purge, you're fucked. So,
but then they were asking because it involved like a public hospital. And then the lawyer mentioned one of all the hospitals in the group, and I go, bing, bing, I'm out of here. They were like, do you got any problems? And I go, yeah, I had an issue with one of your hospitals. And they're like, oh, can we talk outside? And all the attorneys took me outside, and they told me what happened. Because
your heart.
One of the times I didn't know what was happening with my heart, I thought I was dying. I went to one of their hospitals, and they just kind of shushed me off because it was like a public free hospital.
So that you knew when that happened, that you knew that
I knew
was your
immediately.
out.
I was like, that's my out. And they were like,
"Is
it really no." Here's the thing. I didn't have. I thought I was gonna have to lie my way out of it, but I didn't have to.
I sniff for an excuse around there.
Yeah, it was great. And I told them what happened, and they were like, "Sorry that happened to you." And I was like, "Yeah, I know." They asked me like, "Can you reasonably?"
He's laying down on the ball, and I broke the ball because I kicked it. Is that what we're trying to do?
On the box, this is the logo. The guy's doing this. I'll tell you what's
All
not on the
his-
logo.
all his weight.
A moron from Queens punting it down the street.
Come on, just are you an 8-year-old?
You know who started that one.
You pout more than anybody I know.
Yeah, you definitely
You're
started
pouting
that
over a yoga ball.
Yeah, we moved on. You got to move on.
At least make it funny and talk about it.
That was hilarious.
I'm 6.
Okay, 8. What do you want?
I'm 6.
Okay, fair enough. He goes, I am a toddler. What do you want from me?
Mentally, yes.
Anyway,
you are.
not to I was on a flow, but basically the issue that the court or that the guy was suing is that he had a problem with one. Let's just say, so I don't get specific, he had an elbow problem, and he went in for surgery on his right elbow. Well, he went in. The doctor fucked up his other elbow. And I'm like, this case is built for me.
How fucking dumb is the doctor?
I don't know.
Honestly, would you go to fucking night school for medical school?
But
Jesus Christ.
He learned
Queensboro Community College Medical School he went to?
He got his degree from Grey's Anatomy.
His one elbow is the left elbow, is the right elbow. He's got the guy. The doctor was probably like an Italian guy from Queens. Like my act.
I don't understand. So he went in, fucked up right chicken wing, and then his left one got...
his right one was fucked.
They couldn't tell us all the details because they were like being vague about it. But basically, what I have come to understand is that essentially he had to have surgery on his right elbow, and the doctor did surgery on his left elbow.
The doctor was like,
he got injured as a result.
He goes, let me just practice on the left one first, and then I'll go to the right. I'll be prepared for the second time for the right one.
Also, the fucking lawyer that represented the hospital was
scum.
No, he was awful. He had this real shitty face. But
because they know they fucked up, so send the retard in.
No, seriously.
Don't worry about it.
I think they just had to do it because the lawyer was... I almost raised my hand and go, is this your first time lawyering? Because he kept fucking his words up. He kept stuttering. He'd be like...
the guy from My Cousin Vinny?
It was his... no. Oh, yeah. That guy would have been better. At least he would be entertaining. This fucking jackal came up there, and I swear to God, I think he was like... He was looking... He kept looking at his notes. He kept shuffling paper. He would just shuffle paper, and then he'd come up and go... He was coming up with all these fucking weird scenarios. He's like, all right, let's just talk about in a... He said, she said. What would you say if a woman accused a man of punching her? Who do you believe? If the lady he's talking to, she's like, huh? And we're all looking around like, what the fuck did this guy say? Then he goes, and there's a witness, and they ask the witness, and the witness says to the cop, I didn't see anything. Who do you believe? And she's like, I don't understand what you're saying.
How did this contain to the right arm? I don't get it.
He's coming up. The lawyers were coming up with scenarios to see like how would you judge this situation? Because then they go, well, then there is another witness that says, I saw this. She didn't punch him. Now who do you believe? Now there's a witness that says she didn't see it. And they're like, well, I guess if the witness didn't see it, saw them not do it, I guess they didn't do it. And then he goes, now what about this? The witness is the woman's son. Who do you believe? And we're like, well, obviously she's covering for him. What are you going to write your mom out, you prick? And then the lawyer goes, oh, really? And starts writing notes. I'm like, this guy's actually stupid. It was so bad. I almost jumped up and like, can I borrow your suit and tie and I can fix this for you?
Did the guy call him prick? That'd be great.
Gosh, I would have loved to.
So the guy goes in, bad right elbow. Operates on the left one. Why is this even going to court? Why is the system even being backed up?
They're suing for damages, like work damages. Also, apparently, the state of New York, if you're married and your spouse gets injured and like for negligence or sues, the spouse is allowed to sue for because you're fucked up because your spouse is fucked up.
You're fucking up her life too.
My dad got hit by a car and then
he did.
Yeah, this is like 10 years ago.
On foot.
He was on a bike. He lost the case. He's very upset about it. Very upset about it.
Are you kidding?
Like
Can we talk? We can't talk.
Hold on, is this like the Artie Lang where they admitted they stole the ladder? He
No. He literally, the guy, like the lawyer fucked up. The lawyer fucked up in his case.
We can't talk
and he
about
lost
this, can we?
We can talk about it. The case is over.
Okay.
He broke his collarbone.
Oh my god.
And the guy like had shitty insurance. The guy was like was broke, had no money, had shitty insurance. My dad sued him for damages, and one of the things he sued him for, could not perform his husbandly duties to the wife.
Hilarious. I'm suing you because I can't bang my wife.
I can't bang my wife. Yeah, you could do that. It's
Yeah,
true.
you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess
Well,
sex
I
is
think
hard.
I think the wife can sue, be a part of the lawsuit, as in that like she lost, or like if she had to cover, like there's money involved with that, which is crazy.
So wait a minute. How did your dad not win?
Because this lawyer fucked up.
So your dad got hit. And it was the guy's fault?
He was I mean, it's a lot to explain, but
Was it a guy like that?
he was in the street.
Someone hit
My
that
dad-
we know hit someone with their bike.
Old Scambanays over here.
It wasn't like that. It was actually
No, my dad like broke his collarbone.
no, but like I mean, like was he at like what happened?
Well, apparently my dad was in the street, I think, and this is like 10, 11 years ago.
Okay.
He's in the street, and the guy sideswiped him, and sideswiped him, and he hit into another car and then landed on the ground.
Oh my god!
Mm-hmm.
That's
Ralphie
brutal.
has a whole fucking metal plate in his arm.
And he doesn't even fucking. He didn't get money from that.
Not who paid for the medical bills?
Well, he has insurance.
Your dad's insurance paid it, or the
Yeah.
guy's insurance?
No, my dad's insurance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but how did the lawyer fuck up?
Dude, this is like 10. I don't remember on the top of my head.
Yeah.
But like, we thought he was like, but the lawyer was like, yeah, we're gonna win this case. Don't worry about it.
He got hit by a car.
And they voted again because the guy was like poor and like he brought his father in or something like that who was disabled and he's taking care of the father and they made it all like a fucking. The guy's poor and has no money. He can't afford.
He can't stay straight when he's driving.
Yeah, and like my family, they look like an above average, class family.
But you guys got great hair in that family.
Yeah, you guys should have wore hats. That case.
And yeah, he got fucking fucked on that one.
That's unbelievable.
Well, I hope the guy that I would have been on that case. I hope he makes the money. I hope he gets the cash.
He's going to, I would imagine.
Hopefully, but it was hilarious too because every time the lawyers, like if you were like saying anything that they didn't want other jurors to hear, they would pull you outside. And every time somebody had to go outside, as soon as the door closed, 40 people in this tiny, like no bigger than this room. There's 40 people packed in. As soon as the door closed, everyone's like, "For fuck's sake, can we go home yet?" Like it was like the teacher would leave, and then everyone get fucking angry and like
nobody
shuffle.
wants to do jury duty.
No,
it's like
I
an
don't think
inconvenience
so.
of life.
I don't think it is.
You made $40.
What do they do in Canada? They have like
I don't know. I've never been.
Your parents never been? They have.
Probably.
They have a couple.
I think my
They're gonna
parents been.
snag you early since you're new to the country. I bet you're gonna get it within the next first year or two of being here. I think.
What's a
gonna get
Canadian courtroom? They have a couple mooses in there, chilling.
You actually have
Do
to.
you guys wear the wigs?
In traffic court when you fight? You guys have traffic court here, right?
Yeah, I've been to traffic court.
In traffic court, you have to call the judge your worshipness.
What?
Yeah.
Well, Your Honor. That's
No,
what we
your
call it.
worshipness.
But no, but I say we say Your Honor.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I got peeing in public and I had to go to.
You?
I had to go. To,
I got a peeing in public ticket too.
Mine was in like if you pee in public in New York City, it's nothing. It's like a $50 fine.
Some places.
I was in Long Island and I peed in public. I had to get a lawyer.
Yeah.
I had to go in front of the judge and everything.
Could be considered indecent exposure,
yeah,
and you could become a sex.
the
You
best
could become
part,
a
the guy-
registered sex offender.
The two people.
Yeah, in California it's like that.
The two people
Long
before
Island's
me, I remember forget. One guy drunk driving and hit somebody. Then it was the kid next to me was caught selling Percocets, but he had like $10,000 worth of Percocets on him, and they go, "All right, Chris Scopo, public urination, you're up." And it's like I'm
How
really
much was it,
here
though?
with this guy. I'm here with this
Is that
guy.
what you said? Is that what your lawyer said? Your Honor, this guy.
You had a lawyer.
I had a lawyer. I had to pay for a lawyer.
You have to. for
How
that.
much was it?
I had to pay the lawyer $500.
But how much was the fine?
The lawyer was good. He knew the fuck he was doing, and he basically just got dismissed.
Yeah, but how much was the fine?
They wanted to put me on probation.
Yeah, that's like a real thing.
like a year probation. Where if
It's a sexual offense.
where if I went and
I
got
know in
like
California it is.
if I got a job, like it would come up. Like if they looked into me, it would come up.
That's
that's why you got to get that shit taken
That's
off.
That's such a money grab.
It's a money
crime.
grab. Well, the lawyer was good.
Wow.
I never forget the lawyer's name. He had the same name as the dog on Family Guy, and I was like, "This guy's awesome. I like him."
Brian?
What's it, Brian?
Brian?
What's the last name? On the Family
Griffin.
Guy. Brian Griffin. Yeah, the guy's name was Brian Griffin. I never forget. I didn't have a lawyer, and I showed up to like the court. I just wanted to get it like postponed. And he's like, "Hey, my name's Brian Griffin. I'll be your attorney for the day." He's like, "Give you one for the day." And I was like, "Your name's Brian Griffin?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "You know, that's the Family Guy's dog, right?" He's like, yeah, I know.
I was like, no, I never heard that. Guilty.
And I was like after it, and I was like, you're cool, man. Like, you want to like help me with this? And he's like, yeah, sure. And then like 2 years later, watching the news, my guy's on TV doing like a big law case. I'm like, this guy was the best. Brian Griffin, fucking stand-up guy.
I had to take my buddy Bobby he borrowed my car when I was out of town when I lived in Atlanta, and my tags expired while I was gone, and I guess I just didn't realize it. And he got pulled over, but he had a couple run-ins himself, so he was like nervous as fuck. So he had to go to court, and I went to court with him, and I registered the tags right immediately afterwards. And I was like, the plan was just to go in and be like, hey, Your Honor, I let him borrow my car. So it's me. So like if there's a problem, I need to take that rap. I got it fixed. I just don't want him to have to take the fall because I messed up. But it was traffic court. It was so many people not showing up, and they were like, bench warrant, because there's a warrant for your arrest if you don't show up for your fucking court date. So few people.
Even for traffic court?
Anything.
Yeah.
If you have a court date and you don't show up
In traffic court.
you get a bench warrant. Absolutely. And they're not going to come after you, but when you fuck up again, you're immediately going to jail.
What happened to this guy?
What guy? No, nothing. We showed up.
The way you made it sound like Brian was there, and like
Who's Brian?
No, your friend.
I said we went. And I said we went, and we had a plan.
The way you made it sound like he said I was selling meth too on the side. Sorry.
I thought something was gonna happen to this
Yeah.
guy.
No. They gave so many bench warrants out because people don't show up that when we were there, we had this whole fucking story and thing ready to go, and the guy goes, "What happened?" I go, "He borrowed my car, but and it was expired, but I registered it." He goes, "Do you register it since you got the ticket?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "All right, case dismissed." And that was it. We had like this whole fucking song and dance ready, and they were just so happy we showed up they didn't care.
Can you like if Mike gets a traffic ticket, right, for speeding, can you send Scopo on your behalf?
Why would I do that?
Because to say like, "Oh, I'm sick." And
No.
You could
Proxy?
do that. You could do that in Canada.
You can send somebody to rep
I
like
did
proxy.
I did it. I got nailed.
He said to me, he goes,
Yeah. First of all, I ain't sending Scopo.
This kid's your friend? He's friends with a retard. Case dismissed.
That's what happened.
hey, case dismissed. Also, get new friends.
My buddy Shakes, this moron, sends me. Okay, he goes, "Yo, go."
Wait, you went for somebody?
He got a speeding ticket.
That's
So he's like, "Yo, go for me," because apparently you could send someone in Canada. You could send someone. And
it's not a lawyer, just a representative.
Just a representative. Someone you're not feeling well.
Hysterical.
Yeah, or whatever. And then, because usually the cop won't show up the second time.
Right.
Right? Because your cop has to be present, or you...
It's gone. It's done.
That's how it is,
Same
right?
here, yeah.
Okay. So I'm there.
For most things.
And
I don't think like a murder case.
I don't know who his cop is. I know on the ticket, but I'm not paying attention.
Sure.
I'm just there, and I'm like, Shakes. I'm like, when they call me, like, I've never done this before. I've never been... What do I say? Do I say you're sick? And he goes, no, man, everyone uses that excuse. Just say I'm up at a cottage renovating a deck. I go, what the fuck are you talking about?
He's a hard worker, Your Honor.
He goes, if you say I'm sick, they're going to know I'm not sick. Renovating a deck in a cottage. I'm like, it's Tuesday. So I go
in the middle of winter.
He goes, they're not even going to really, just say you're representing me, they're not even going to ask.
Why did he want you to go? And also, why did he send you?
Because I was his roommate.
And he was just at home fucking off?
No, he was at work.
I set my best confidant over here.
So they're like, where's Mr. Comparin? And I'm like, he's at the cottage. And they're like, what? They snapped on me. They're like, what? They like started yelling at me. They're like, you know, he's at a cottage and you come in and try to tell us he's at a cottage fixing a what? I'm like, a deck. You know, and they're like, why would you even agree to this? Something so stupid. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, it was like an emergency. I made up a lie. And they were like, whatever. This is his next date. He has to come, whatever. Okay, I go, Shakes, you gotta go. Here's the next fucking date.
So the first hearing or whatever, just to like, okay,
yeah,
here's the charges and I'll go to court.
People do that.
But the second time, you have to be there.
The second time you have to be there. But you throw someone under the bus
for the first one.
so
Right,
then
right.
you don't think the cop's going to come back the second time.
Right.
And then apparently the cop didn't come back, but Shake says he was getting fucking grilled by another cop because it says, this is your second hearing. And they're like, you were at a cottage? Fucking building a deck? And Shakes is like, yes, I was. And they're like, well, okay, your cop is not here or whatever, right? So he was getting fucking grilled by another cop. And then as he was leaving the fucking place, 20 kilometers down the road, pew, nailed again. Speeding ticket from the cop who saw him inside. The cop knew he was scamming.
He followed him.
Nailed him.
Well, why is Shake speeding again?
He's a moron.
Okay.
He got a speeding ticket.
He sent him as his fucking confidant. Obviously, he ain't that smart.
Building a deck. What a moron. I'll never forget that. I'm like,
So the cop that was in court left court to follow him just to hope he would fuck up?
And he did.
What happened on the second time?
Hey,
What happened?
buddy,
Oh,
I tell you what,
paid.
smart cop.
He paid.
Smart fucking cop.
I think they talked about it there. They were like, this fucking piece of shit's going to try to pull the wool over our eyes. Fuck him. And the second he went over the speed limit, they nailed him.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, he got nailed.
Shakes is dumb.
Yeah,
But shake that guy loose. You know what I mean?
he was
How
like,
many times have you been to? I've been to court, not traffic court, but regular court twice. Another time I had to go overcrowding at the Jersey Shore.
Overcrowding.
Overcrowding. The Jersey Shore, it's a piece of shit place.
Wait, where at? Seaside?
Belmar.
Is that dirtier than Seaside?
No, it's actually the classier version of the Jersey Shore, if you can imagine that. And
I grew up going to Wild
so
Woods,
they get
so
basically
that place is a shithole.
I've been there.
Basically, however many rooms there are, you're only allowed 2 people per room. We had 4 rooms. We had 10 cars in the driveway one weekend. The last weekend, Labor Day
I see what
weekend.
you're saying.
They fucking come in 8 o'clock in the morning on
Who's they?
The cops.
Sunday morning,
You're only
8 a.m.
You're only supposed to have
They
a
come,
certain-
drop. Everyone gets a ticket. We're like, overcrowding. This is retarded. Okay, we'll go to court. I got lucky and didn't go to court the first time. I postponed. Everyone who went got an $800 ticket.
That's insane. That overcrowding thing is just to make money.
Just to make
Yes.
money. And then I went, I got a $400 ticket.
Wow.
How'd you pull that off?
Because I just postponed it. And they were like, they just gave me half off, basically.
I've never been to court. What are your other 2 times in court?
The public urination and
Yeah.
the overcrowding.
Oh, those are the 2 times.
Yeah. And the best part, I had the guy I went with, he was in law school at the time, and then he went right before me, and he made buddy with the fucking judge because he knew like the kid's teacher. And then I went up right after him. He's like, "You're with him?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "What do you do?" He goes, "I'm a comedian." He goes, "Good one." I got fucking lucky on that one. Thank God I had the kid with me.
What did you go to court for other than Judge Alex?
Well, Judge Alex, that's the big one, obviously. I went to court, the traffic court for the registration. I know I've been once or twice more, but
I've been to traffic court.
I've been arrested, but I didn't have to go to
Who
court.
hasn't been arrested?
Well, I've been locked up
Not
in
in
the back
this
of a
country.
cop car.
I've been arrested.
And then I got drove home a couple times. A couple times in college, I got clanked up, and then. But I never actually got. Well, that's not true. No, I did get arrested one time for drunk in public, and
I'm surprised that hasn't happened more.
buddy.
Once?
But you know how many times I've been drunk in private? Twice, my whole life. It's always in public. No, I got
get arrested for?
I got pinned
We
for.
didn't get arrested.
I was working at a bar as a security guard, and I took a couple shots. And then some guy tried to fight me, and with my arms in the air because I knew there were cameras.
It was a yield sign.
First of all, it was a do not cross.
You only fight signs because of your height.
Yeah.
You're like, what's this idiot looking at? The stop
He won't-
sign?
He won't fight a hydrant. It's too tough.
I'll fight a hydrant.
Who's this square-headed fuck? It's a school crossing sign, pal. I don't like the way these 2 fucking kids with the round heads are talking to me. I was walking. I was like kicking this guy out of the bar, and I was just using my body to like walk him back with my hands in the air. And he got real salty because he saw his friends as he was getting kicked out. So he tried to shove me to be a tough guy, and he threw himself into a wall. And he fucking pretended to faint on the ground. And his friends started charging at me, and I was just like, I had to like kick them all off and like fight these kids, like a gaggle of dudes. And I was just like, fuck away from me, and I kind of beat the shit out of them. But he was like pretending he was blacked out, and then he like came to, and then some other person was like, he does this all the time. he fakes like he gets knocked out of bars because he thinks he's a lawyer. I guess he was gonna go to law school, and so he was just trying to sue people. And then the cops show up because his friends all call the cops on me. And as he's standing up outside, like, the fuck happened? The cops pull up, and the guy sees the cops, and then he hits the deck again. He faints again. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. They showed the cops the tape in the office, and they saw me clearly not touch this guy. And they're like, all right, well, we can't. And they're like, but we got to take a breathalyzer because that's like, we have to. Because that's the law. Because they're in a bar.
They're going to nail you now.
And then I go, well, now we got a problem. Because I remember the first and only time I've ever taken a prairie dog shot, which is a shot of 151.
Coming out of your ass?
Yeah. And a shot of hot sauce in one. It was disgusting. And that was one of like 4 or 5 shots. But 151's already like 3 shots. And I was a little bit drunk.
So what happened?
They fucking pinned me up. And
what did the kid say to the cop? Oh, nothing. He said nothing. It was a 25-mile-an-hour sign.
All he said was yield.
Speed limit 55.
So I got arrested and then taken. They just wrote me a ticket. Like they arrested me and then took me to the precinct, and I just got a ticket because they were going to lock me up.
Yeah.
But then my boss, who owned the bar, went to my court date with me. And he was like, yeah, no, he didn't do anything. Like the drunk thing, it's like, whatever. But then I fucked everybody at the bar because it was kind of like everyone was always drunk and partying that worked there. And then there were signs everywhere the next day like, there's no way, because I blew I blew real bad on that one. If I was driving, I would never have a license again in my life. It was I was hammered.
We'd call you Mike the Bike.
But it was like $100 ticket, and my boss paid it. And then like I went from court and I walked right to the bar and went back to work. But then there were signs everywhere like there's no way you'd have blown this much if you were on the job, this and that. No more drinking on the job. And I fucked everyone on.
Isn't that the whole point of being at a bar?
Yeah, I know. But it lasted like a month.
Mike quit a month later.
Yeah.
I told you guys that. Well, the almost getting arrested. I told you guys this. How many of my friends fake kidnapped someone? I told you the story.
What?
I don't know if we had, but I'd love to hear it.
Me, LeConte.
Can you sit up, by the way?
Why?
What are you worried about?
It's hard to him to talk when he like.
What are you talking about? Me. Anyways.
You're just mad he's comfortable.
Yeah, I'm having a good time. me.
I wouldn't mind if you closed your legs because your fucking hog is coming out of your your undershorts.
Me, LeConte, Greco, and
Is Greco a person or
yeah,
is his name
Danny
LeConte?
Greco.
No,
He
his
was
name
here.
is Richard Grieco.
Richard Grieco, and Scarch, Steve Scarcello. We're chilling at his house. A lot of Italian people. We're chilling.
Are you friends with all Dick Tracy villains?
Mike LeConte. Maybe I shouldn't say their names, man. They got jobs. They probably don't want to know about this fake
Buddy, I haven't
kidnapping
had
story.
a single thing out of this podcast.
It's too late now.
Anyways, I shouldn't say this, but anyways, these 4 guys were at the house, and my buddy Vic, who actually has a job for the government of Canada. I'm not going to say his last name. We're at a house. Scarch's girlfriend comes over. She goes, "Hey, we're pranking my friend." Her and her friends come over. Do you guys want to do it? We had no idea what was going on. It was a Saturday night. We were a little stoned. I was driving my mom's car. I'll never forget that. And we're like, yeah, what do you want to do? We're like 17, 18. And they're like, we're going to like go and fake kidnap her. And we were just too jacked up. I've never seen people get more jacked up to fake kidnap someone ever.
Wait. Did she know she was
She knew her. They were going to fake kidnap her friend.
Did the friend know?
No.
Okay, that's called kidnapping.
Yes.
Yeah, the person
There's no
who got
fake kidnapping. That's called kidnapping. That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's like a funny kidnapping.
No. It's just called kidnapping.
Yeah,
when
okay,
the person
whatever.
doesn't know.
Yeah,
Whatever.
the person who kidnapped.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. The person who isn't kidnapped doesn't kidnap.
So Scarch, his dad worked at owned the grocery store, and he got these. He got coffee from Lavazza. You know Lavazza?
Oh, yeah, big
so
time.
He had all these jackets, like black leather Lavazza jackets with hoods. So we had a fucking joke that we were like, this kidnapping is sponsored by Lavazza.
So wait,
And we had masks.
You had.
It's Canada, so you have ski masks. It's cold, right?
You legit kidnapped.
This is
you.
a kidnapping.
Hold
Yeah.
on. So we had ropes. We were pumped. I was driving.
You're not making this story any better for yourself.
I'm driving.
The gun wasn't loaded.
We knew we knew the girl. Okay.
Yeah, and she did not know the masked
No.
men running at her with rope.
We didn't know. We knew the girl, right? So it was. So we go. It's us four in the car, and Vic bails.
As a good guy
he
that
goes,
he is.
He goes, I'm not gonna be a part of the fake kidnapping. This doesn't sound good. And
Yeah,
went
hey, you know what?
home.
Vic sounds a lot like me right now.
And we were like, Vic, you're a moron. We were like 18 years old, so whatever. The other girl.
Just because you're 18 doesn't make it any better.
The
You know
other-
that makes you
Legal.
Of the tried as an adult.
Whatever. The girls, okay, there was 4 girls in the other car, and they were going to watch from the distance because they were in like this like...
So they're going to be
Accessory.
accessory,
To
accomplish, and witnesses all at the same
Yeah.
time.
So there's 2 girls. One knows that we're coming, and we're going to get the other one.
Wow.
So
This kind of story, by the way, sometimes ends with, and
She was found in a river.
Yeah, tragically, we accidentally murdered her.
So I'm driving, and I'm
Already the plan's fucked. You're behind the wheel.
The blood's boiling. I'm racing. I'm listening to AC/DC. I'm getting pumped for this kidnapping, right?
Pumps this kidnapping.
So
It's going dun dun.
so we pull up. I do a cool pull up too. I like drive up and I go like, right? But there's like people around. It's like it's like there's like a coffee shop parking lot, but it's like, you know, it's sort of
Wait a
time
minute,
of day.
hold on.
It's late. It's
You're-
late.
wait,
It's
let me
late.
just clear this up. You're
like
you're kidnapping her from a coffee shop.
But like people used to hang out in big like plazas, right? But it was like sort of away from like it was sort of dead, but there were people around, right? So I pull in, I fucking swivel. We all get out, masks on,
Running?
Is it the winter where at least the masks make sense?
No. Why? No, we can't. They can't see our face. We're
No, but I'm
kidnapping
saying,
someone.
but it wasn't freezing out where people in masks was an odd thing.
No, we are stupid, and we
Yes.
put our masks on way too early in the kidnapping. We were driving down Highway 7, and I was like, buddy, your mask is on. What are you doing? So then we
Yeah,
get...
you can't get out of the car with a mask on. That's
Well,
how you know.
I'll tell you, the girl who we were supposed to kidnap had fucking jets. She had some fucking speed to
Oh yeah, she
spare.
ran from the strangers.
She sprinted.
So wait, so
That's
you get
called
out of the car,
adrenaline when you think
get
you're
out of the
getting
car.
kidnapped.
You get out of the car.
We got out of the car.
So you screech, you go.
we all jump out. We run. We go. There was an error on the part of the women who were about
The accessories to
the
the kidnapping,
accessories.
yeah.
The ones that were with the girl.
They fucked up the outfits. So like we chased the wrong one.
I'm sorry.
So
what?
so we chased the wrong one, and the other one got away. And then when we were like grabbing the
you
other
chased
one,
the accomplice.
we got the girl who was in on it,
Yeah.
and she's like, "You fucking morons!" Like, and she started yelling at us. So that girl got away, and she fucking took off. So then, like morons, we should call her and say, "Hey, it's a joke." No, what we do is call and say, "Hey, if you ever want to see your friend," but it was her idea. It was this idiot's idea. She's like, "No, we got to keep going with this." And we were like, "I don't know if this is a good idea." So we're like, "Hey, if you ever want to see your friend,"
You know when Pat Pavone's the voice of reason, this thing is already way fucked up.
We all knew the guys were like, "We're fucked."
Yeah.
You know, we were actually just gonna grab her and then just take our masks off and laugh. That was our plan, right? We weren't gonna actually.
Instead,
do
now
it.
you're
Wait, you had the rope. What was the rope for?
Yeah, really.
To tie her up.
Yeah, I guess we got carried away. There was like a little string.
You
Whatever.
got the rope around her neck, and you're like, "Hey, JK,
So-
LOL."
So we call whatever, and she was like, it was weird because she was like,
Oh, was it weird?
being calm, but like she didn't know what was going on. It was obviously she's not gonna know what's going on. She's like maybe thinking it's a joke, but she's like, whatever. A lot's going on in her mind. So we fucking leave with the girl who was there with her friend, right? Us 5 now are in the car.
Sure.
We pull. We were in the parking lot making the phone call for maybe 5 minutes. We pull out of the parking lot. I make a right. I look back. There's a cop car following me. And I'm like, okay, guys, masks completely off your head right now. We have to take the masks off, right? So I'm driving. 3 seconds. We got arrested in maybe 45 seconds. 3 seconds later. Okay, guys. Pull over. We just say it's a joke. Say it's a joke. Admit it's a joke, right? Get out of the car. Okay. We get out of the car. All of our hands are up, right? All of our hands are up. I don't think they're
already guilty. That's how you know you're guilty.
I get out first, and I go, it was a joke. LeConte's out. A joke. So, me, LeConte, and Greco.
Why do you put your hands up? Canadian police. What do they carry? Nightsticks and fucking butter guns? What are they doing up there?
Well, look, we were telling the 3 cops we got.
They pull their slingshot out. They're like, "Oh damn it! I'll poke you, pal."
They actually pulled up on a moose. You didn't even realize it.
But
the moose handler's got lights on it.
Dude, the 3 cops we got were like, we were like, hey guys, look, it was a joke. That's the girl, this and that. And they were like, you fucking morons. What's wrong with you?
Exactly.
You know, they were giving a shit, as they should. But me and LeConte were getting frisked like together, and me and him were laughing so hard because we were both. He was like trying to bite his lip and it was shaking, and then I went. And he started dying, and the guy goes, "Shut the fuck up!" And we were like so scared. But Scarch got a cop who was he was like away from us. All our cops were beside us.
Yeah, what they were doing, they were separating the weak one.
Scarch was getting lit up. Scarch came back with tears in his eyes. He's like, the cop said, my parents are going to lose their house. Because he was like, you're going to jail. Your parents are going to go fucking lose their house. And he was like fucking like, he was like shaking up. And we're like, no.
Scaring him.
We're like, buddy, you're good. Trust me. But we all had the same story and it was a joke. And then the girl said, yeah, look, hey, it was a joke. But the girls, the accomplices, they got pulled over. And guess what they did? They all lied. And they all got arrested. They all got mischief charges.
Wait, what did they lie?
They said they didn't know what was happening. But the cops already knew. The cops knew. They're like, hey, look, it's a joke, this and that. So when the other cops pulled them over...
So after you guys, then they got pulled over.
We both got arrested separately because they went one way, we went the other way. They were in their own car.
And they were just like, we don't know what they're talking about?
They have no idea. And they all had different stories.
Oh, no.
And they all got mischief. They all had 100 hours of community service.
Wow, that's a lot.
One of the girls was gonna be a cop, or was trying to be a cop, and she was like,
now is a security guard at a mall.
She had to write a letter, like, you know, and my buddy Scarch, his girlfriend was in the other car, and her mugshot's hilarious. She had a flower in her head. It was so funny. So wow, they actually got arrested. They went to the cop station, fingerprints, all that shit.
I got a question. What did the poor girl do to get kidnapped? Like,
what was the reason?
What would you guys? Like, why her?
Oh, because she pranked them, during the summer.
Oh, she deserved it.
What'd she do? I put gum on their shoes.
She put a whoopee cushion on their seats.
They were at the cottage during the summer, and
while they were painting the deck.
She broke into their house and pretended to be a robber.
Okay, well then she earned that a little bit. Let me tell you this: I had one similar like that where my one of my best friends this happened to me, and then we did it to we kept like rolling this joke over. I went over to my buddy's house where we all used to go like smoke pot and like hang out on his patio. And I get over there, and I'm sitting down, and the one guy it's his place. It was his parents' place, but we hung out there. He was just like stoic and like looking weird. He kept giving me this fucking look in his eyes and like snarling at me. And all the guys were like, he took mushrooms earlier. He's kind of freaking out. Don't worry. And he kept like, fuck you, Mike. He like give me the fucking business, and I'm like, I'm like looking around like, what the fuck is going on right now? Is he okay? And like, no, he's fine. And he's like, no, fuck you, Mike.
He was saying.
Oh yeah, he's like, you always go into my fucking house. You never fucking throw down with the weed. I was like, I throw down. What the fuck is he talking about? He's like,
I think he's right.
You fucking freeloader. Get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out. And everyone's like, chill out, buddy.
No one does that on shrooms.
Buddy, we're in high school. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
He's like, you're a loser. Get out of my fucking house right now. And I'm like, and they're like, you should Mike, just go. I don't know what the fuck. We're gonna be done. He's like, no, fuck that. You're fucking out of here. Pulls out a fucking 9mm and points it right at my fucking face. And I'm like, I'm out. Like everyone starts, what the fuck, screaming, running. I go running out the fucking door. I turn the corner. I hear pow, 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 pow. Fucking 3 or 4 shots in the fucking back. And then I hear fucking blood curdling screaming. And I'm like ducked behind a fucking car, like army crawling. Like somebody's dead. Like what the fuck just happened? Like pure terror. And then I hear laughter. And I'm like, and they all come out. They're like, got ya. And I'm like, what the fuck? I almost had a heart attack. I was like, what the fuck's going on? He was fucking around. They took firecrackers into a plastic bucket when I darted.
Like Home Alone?
Yeah, and they're like, pow, 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 pow. And it sounded, I swear to God, somebody was dead.
Your friends are worse.
You still talk to them?
Yeah, your friends are way worse than his friends.
Hold on. Once I figured out it was a joke. Hilarious. Because I was also
really?
high.
Really?
Stoned. Yeah. So I go back in, and they're like, our other buddy, this is one of my best friends, they're like, he's on the way. Let's get him.
You guys are morons.
And I'm like, yeah.
What happens when you have guns in them?
This is a great idea. We do the same fucking act. Same thing happens to him. He flips the fuck out. Dodd runs out of the thing. Pow, pow. We go out, and we're like, ha, got ya. And he's like literally fetal position, fucking panicking. Whoa, we fucked up. What? And he's not coming out of it. And we're like, and then we all realize a week before we did this, he legitimately got held up at gunpoint at an ATM, and a guy, gun to his head, made him drive him around the city going to ATMs to try to fucking get money out of his bank, out of my buddy's bank, and then he took too long and it ate his ATM card, and then he made him drive him to a gas station, gun to his head, to go rob a fucking gas station.
How did you guys not remember
We
that?
just, for fucking God, man, we were high. We didn't know what the fuck was going on.
You guys
and
are idiots.
Somewhere around a week or two later, we pull this fucking gun to your face prank to him, and like,
your friends are morons. I hope you don't talk to any of those people.
I still talk to them all the time.
my God.
I hope they
that's my
listen to this
group.
podcast. I actually hope they listen to this. They're bad human beings.
Oh, trust me. Horrible.
How do you not remember
Horrible.
that?
What do you mean?
I'm not
What do you
even.
mean I don't
I'm not
remember
even
that?
talking
I
about.
just told you.
I got into a car accident when I was 19. I still remember it.
No,
What do you mean I don't remember?
How do you not
at the
remember
time?
2 weeks before this guy?
Because we were a little high. It was the adrenaline was pumping because it was like
No.
this whole
That's
thing.
more alarming than
Because they-
actually doing that.
Because they did it to somebody else before I got there. So it was just this thing that was happening, and it was like, okay, let's get him. Okay, now let's get him. It was like a thing, and then
Was
we're
the
like,
gun
fuck,
loaded?
we forgot, huh?
Was the gun loaded?
No, it might. I don't even remember if it was a real gun. It might have been just like a toy, like a legit looking toy gun. It was probably a real gun.
It was real.
But the fucking with the sound effects, the real banging, and the like. If you looked, you could see the flame, like the fucking pow pow pow. It was fucking crazy, dude.
That kid's now in a psychiatric ward in Atlanta.
Yeah,
living the rest of his life.
He actually died. No, he's fine. But yeah, that was really, really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
We were the smartest group of fucking idiots.
No, you guys are more. You guys
Yeah.
make my friends look fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, never make fun of my dumb friends anymore.
You kidnapped a human being.
We fucking didn't get her. We're stupid.
Yeah, that was a great time.
That was-
I still remember the fear of like running
terrifying.
from hearing gunshots. Oh my god.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, I know.
I kind of feel like a loser. I didn't do anything like that.
Yeah.
But that was fucked up. This guy made my buddy drive around with a gun to his head.
That's
and then
fucking
when he went into the gas station to rob the gas station, he was like, "You have to stay here and wait. I'm gonna take your ID." He took their wallets with their IDs. He goes, "If you leave, I'm gonna come to your house and kill you. So you have to fucking wait and drive me back. Like, get me out of here. You have to be my getaway car." And he was fucking petrified. Like he's got my address.
He couldn't call his parents and be like, "Oh, get out of the house."
I don't remember. I honestly don't know. I think it was so quick. The guy jumps out of the car with the gun right to the thing, gets a bag of money, and it's back within seconds. It was like crazy. But then, so they
Well, how did that end though? Like, what did he do? He just dropped him off at home.
No, so he drove him back to the parking
All
lot.
right, Bob.
where
I'll
he
see you later. Have a good night, kid.
where he initially got it happened, and the guy's car was there, and he gets out of the car with their wallets, and he's like, "If you call the cops, I know where you live, so don't call the cops." He gets his car, drives away, and immediately he's like, calls the cops, and he's like, "You fucking I got the car. Here's the light." And like 20 minutes later, the cops pick him up, find their wallets, give him back, and like the guy goes to jail. He's probably still in jail. Yeah.
What a stupid crook.
Yeah, the guy's
Don't
an
call
idiot.
the cops. I'll go to your house.
Well, what's the other
The
option?
cops will go to your house.
The guy clearly wasn't a murderer. Otherwise, he would have killed the witnesses. Because if you really want to get
I'm
away
just
with
saying
it,
he's a dumb crook.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you should have killed the witnesses.
You should have tied them up.
You always.
You
kill
should have used your rope. That
Yeah. I would have tied him up, tied him to a tree, and then fucking got away.
Yeah, it was crazy. But that was very quickly from, and then we're like
moron.
pulling a gun prank in the backyard. It was a bad time
You guys are just as dumb as the guy.
for sure.
Wait, where are the parents?
They were probably high in the house somewhere. They used to smoke weed with us.
You could never pull the wool over the eyes of Mary Scopo. She'll fucking get you. Let me tell you.
Mary Scopo?
I couldn't do shit when I was younger because my brother fucked it up for me. He did everything bad. So if I was trying to do something, Mary was like, "Yeah, I know what you're doing. Get out of here." You
She
kidding
gave it
me?
the biz.
I wanted to sleep over one time at my buddy's place just so I could fucking drink, and she's like, "No, I know what you're doing. That
Yeah.
family's never home. No, get out of here."
Your mom's quick. She had the dibs on everything.
Oh, that's why she would have been a great juror, a professional juror. She's an investigator. She would have been a great cop. We always say she should have been a great cop.
There's actually an app. It's not an app, but it's something you pay like $300 and you solve crimes on your phone.
What?
Like you read things. Yeah.
You
get-
pay
You pay.
to solve crimes.
You pay to solve crimes. Yeah.
That seems.
Do you get
backwards.
paid?
No.
Oh.
It's for like your own personal. It's like a sketch class. Like why do you want to draw naked people? Like you go and you.
Yeah, but
it's
if I draw naked persons, does that mean somebody goes to jail?
No, they're fake crimes. It's
Oh,
it's like for fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said you could get an app on your phone to solve crimes.
Yeah.
That made it
fake
seem like
crime.
like
No, you're not a.
They're like cold cases.
cold cases,
Yeah.
and people can call in tips.
No, you,
All right.
you know, you're fake crimes.
$300 is a lot.
Yeah.
Well, buddies,
money.
I think that's a podcast. I think we ended a little weird, but that was I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I would say you.
Hold on.
You're good too.
The masked kidnapper?
Yeah.
We
Relax.
were gonna just grab her.
At least we didn't have the
and
cops
unveil
fucking-
our fucking masks.
Wait,
not
nobody-
fake shoot our friend who got almost killed a week before.
I'm sorry. You not any of us got a misdemeanor or mischief or had to do community service because of our prank. You fucking idiots.
I didn't.
You tried to fucking bat a girl in the fucking head and tie her up at a Starbucks. Yeah, I'm the asshole.
We didn't matter, and it was a Tim Hortons.
What do you guys got? Anything you want to plug? Does it matter?
I still see that girl, by the way, and she's always nice.
The one you kidnapped, or the
Yeah,
mischief,
yeah.
one that got the mischief.
Yeah.
The kidnap one.
No,
Yeah.
the
Did you ever go to her?
mischief-
Remember the time
We
almost
never really
kidnapped
say
you?
anything, but she knows, and I know. And I'm like, hey, how are you? And she's like, good. And you? I'm like, things are okay.
Well, hey, Ski Mask Bandit. What do you got? Anything you want to plug this weekend?
I got things.
All right, good plug.
Alex_the_kid_Pavone. Pavone. Oh, no, I'll say that later.
All right.
May 19th, I'll be at Laugh It Up in Poughkeepsie. Come check it out. Me and Andrew Schultz.
I have my Human Bird comedy show every Monday night. Come check it out. Free, 8 o'clock at Drexler's in the East Village.
Human Bird?
We had to change the name for legal reasons.
What a great name.
You're an idiot.
Human Bird's
I'll
a great
smack
name.
you. I'll smack you where you stand.
Is a human a bird? Is that possible?
Like Big Bird.
Is it
Why
like
wouldn't
Big
you say
Bird?
Big Bird?
Because
Bird
I'm
comedy
gonna
show.
get sued for bird brain, but not Big Bird. Are you fucking dumb? Oh yeah, you are.
You think Big Bird wants to even just deal with you?
No.
Big Bird's busy on Sesame Street.
But I got sued from the Where's Waldo Corporation once
For what?
for using their logo and name in an event.
We're getting sued for sure in this podcast.
I tried to do a breaking the Guinness Book World Record of the most people dressed like Where's Waldo in one area. Didn't come close, and we also got a cease and desist.
What was the record?
Way more than we had.
How many Waldos get arrested?
7.
Nobody got we get arrested, but we definitely got a cease and desist, or we'll sue you. That was a good time.
You're a fucking moron.
Why Where's Waldo?
It was a gimmick. I was trying to make some cash. They lost a couple grand on that one.
Hey, where's Waldo? More like, where's my money? Oh, God, we're idiots.
Good time. All right.
What do you have?
No, I got Drexler's, and then I'll be in Kansas City the 15th, 16th, 17th, just doing a corporate.
You hate Kansas City.
Listen, I love that city.
Last time he was in Kansas City, we were hanging out with John Mayer.
Johnny Mays?
Johnny Maz in
Has it
LA.
been a year?
Yeah. No.
July
it
was July.
July.
Yeah.
All right.
Me, so with Johnny, man, we talk still.
Yeah. Yeah, he hit me up earlier today. Okay.
All right. Well,
Here
fuck
comes
it.
that English, Brad.
There we go.
This has been another episode of the Sweet Buddies podcast. Thank you for listening. Visit www.sweetbuddiespod.com for all show information, past episodes, tour dates, and more. Follow the show on Twitter at Sweet Buddies and your hosts at Big Man Mike, at Mr. Alex Pavone, and at Chris Scopo. Have yourself a sweet day.